Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here today, we're doing a budget breakdown. Before I get started, I want to let you know you can go to your app store, download Microsoft Excel for free, and create your own budget spreadsheet, just like the example you see here. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with the expense column, and we have all of our expenses listed line by line. Start with rent, going all the way down to credit cards. We have it where we have a projection of what we're going to spend for the month on each line item. We have it also projected for what we're going to spend for the year, and then we have our actual cost that it's going to cost us month to month. So as an example, your rent should never change unless it goes up at the end of the year when you renew your lease. But so as this example here, for rent, it's $400 a month, as what you projected, and your actual cost is $400 a month. And when you look at your gas and electric bill, those vary month to month. So in this example here, we got $70 a month is what we projecting, and our actual cost is $62. So you could just go by line. You want to be as honest as possible with your projections for what you're going to spend. The worst thing you can do is lowball yourself, because if you come in too low, then and your actual is way higher, then you're going to end up overspending. So we have a little side note here next to groceries. And so with the groceries, whenever you go to the grocery store or any department store, Walmart, Target, Kmart, any of the department stores, you always want to write a list of what you're going to get and stick to that list. You don't want to go to the store and impulse buy and then you overspend on your budget. And another thing is entertainment is going to be a part of your budget. And what's important about that is you give yourself fun money, you give yourself a budget to what you're going to spend on a monthly basis. You don't overspend with your entertainment. Most people blow their budgets and overspend in those two categories between regular shopping and entertainment. So we got everything: gas, electric, phone bill, cable, insurance, groceries, fuel for your car note, credit card. And then if you add everything up, a total projection for what you're going to spend in a month is $2,467 for the year, $29,604. And if you actually look at your actual, once your bills roll in from the fluctuations, $2,428. So we start there, and then we'll move on to the next category, which is your income. Now, the way that this income is broken down, once again, it's broken down based off your net income, what you take home after taxes. You have your projection, and then you also have your actual. You can project how much you think you're gonna make. If your salary, it'll be easy because you know what you're making. That's not going to change. As an hourly employee, your hours will fluctuate week to week. So your projections may not always match your actual, but you want to try to be as close as possible. That way you make sure you got enough coming in to cover your expenses. The next line item, your investments. So I personally track my investments month to month. In this case, we have a example of a 401k. You can track how much money you're putting into your 401k week to week by just looking at your pay stub. And if you're investing into business, real estate, or an IRA, stocks or bonds or anything like that, you can have how much you're investing on a weekly basis or monthly basis into those items there. So with savings, this one is broke down week to week as well. So on average, based off of this budget here, you'll be able to save $268 a week, which at the end of the month, that equals out to be $1,072. We're also tracking any miscellaneous expenses. So this is any unexpected expense or any non-recurring expense. Example, if you have a gift for a relative for a birthday, a nephew, niece, or whatnot. If you're doing any type of donations that's, once in a while, or if you get like a broken window or a flat tire and you have to repair those, you want to track those expenses so that way if you didn't save what you were supposed to save for the month, you can go back and say, okay, where did the money go? In this case, it went to a broken tire or a flat window. Um, a flat tire or a broken window. The next thing that we track on the budget is assets and liabilities. And as you see listed, assets include businesses, stocks, bonds, real estate, or cash. Liabilities include credit cards, mortgages, car notes, or any other loan that you're making payments on. Followed by our net worth. This is a biggie, right? This is one of my most favorite things to track every month. So what you want to do is you want to take the value of your assets minus your liabilities, and it gets you a net worth. So when you hear Jay-Z is a billionaire, all you do is you take the value of his assets, his record company, and all his other business ventures, and you subtract it from what he owe on those, and that'll give you a breakdown of his net worth. And the final thing is that we track is your credit score. Now, you can use any free credit monitoring website to track your credit score. And that's very, very important to see, to monitor your own credit, because you want to see if there's any charges on there that you may or may not know of. And it's also important for when starting a business, you're going to need credit, or for when you're wanting to purchase a home or any type of investment real estate, you're going to need credit to be able to do those things. So that's very, very important. Once again, this is the actual budget breakdown. And if you go on Microsoft Excel and download, or if you go on your app store and download Microsoft Excel, you'll be able to create a spreadsheet just like this. You can use the same format. It'll work out really well for you. Okay, so now that we went over the budget breakdown, you have a clear understanding as to how to budget and what you want to track. The next thing you want to do is you want to save for an emergency. Get your emergency savings up. So typically you want to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses and set that to the side in case you have an emergency. So what you want to do is you want to subtract your total income from your total expenses, and that'll give you how much you're able to save per month. In our example, you have your total income of $3,500. Your total expenses is $2,428. If you subtract the two, you get a total savings of $1,072 per month. If you wanted to have your goal to be a 3-month emergency savings, then you want to multiply your total expenses by 3, which in our example here, you take your total expenses of $2,428, you multiply it times 3, it gives you $7,284. You can do the same thing if you want to save an emergency fund for 6 months. You do the exact same thing. Take your total expenses, multiply it times 6. In this case, it'll give you $14,568. So what you can do is you can figure out how long it'll take you to actually save up and fully fund your emergency fund. So if you look at our example, if your goal is to have a 3-month emergency fund, then you want to take the total from the 3 months, which is $7,284. You want to divide it by your total savings, which is $1,072 per month, which will give you 7 months of savings to reach your goal. And you can do the same thing for the 6-month fund. You take the $14,568 divided by $1,072, and that'll equal 14 months worth of savings to reach your goal. Now, I've made a little note here for you. Your emergency fund is to be used for an emergency in your household only. It's not for your friends, not for any family member outside your house. It's not for investing, shopping, or entertainment. You can call this stress-free money, because when something happens, and it will, you'll already be prepared and have the money for it. So once you have your emergency fund in place, the next thing you want to start doing is investing, and we'll save that for another video. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. If you got any comments down below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.